put my WWE power rankings for the WrestleMania and then the Raw after Mania and the SmackDown after Mania here on YouTube for the first time ever. So we're going to go through them real quick. I'm going to talk about my top 10. Before we get going, make sure you like, subscribe, and when you're ready to comment below, because I'm sure you're going to disagree with some of the rankings. And these are as subjective as can be. That's how they're supposed to be because it's WWE. They make up their own rules and they break their own rules. So why can't I do the same? Here we go. Honorable mention, and just coming back into the swing of things, Matt Riddle. He was the surprise introduction against The Miz on Monday night, and he got the save on Thursday. At number 10 from NXT, Brawnbreaker, turning his back on current NXT champion Carmelo Hayes. Brawnbreaker right now is the main figurehead of NXT, and I'm thinking he'll probably be drafted to SmackDown or Raw very soon. Coming in at number 9, the Street Profits, winners of the Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania. Yes, they came up short on the very next night on Raw, but still, the Street Profits have proven they are top 10 worthy still. Part of my contract insists and has written in the bylaws that either Sheamus or Dolph Ziggler must be in my top 10 at all times. Here at number 8 is Sheamus. Banger after banger after banger after banger. At 7, doesn't mean I like him, doesn't mean I root for him, doesn't mean I support him, but I feel it's necessary to put him in the list, is Austin Theory. Lackluster victory over Cena, sort of lame main event, just opening match against Rey Mysterio on Raw. But somebody sees something in him, and a lot of people are really liking the heel of Austin Theory. Something's working for him. Coming in at number 6 is Gunther, not Imperium. I thought he would lose the Intercontinental title this past weekend by not being involved in the decision, keeping him clean, and thus thrusting him into the Undisputed Championship decision. They aren't doing that yet. They're still building him up, but he is still just an impressive, destructive force. Number 5, the Judgment Day. If you just saw my SmackDown recap, you got 4 members of the stables with 4 different storylines. When was the last time you had that happen to one stable? I can't think of any in recent history, that's for sure. At number 4, you got the undisputed tag team champions of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I don't know if they're going to set any records with the length of how long they're going to hold the championships, the tag championships. I see the tag championships getting split. Coming in at number 3, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. I mean, the whole world was behind him. The whole world wanted him. And now that Solo interfered, Roman Reigns remained on top, and our hearts went out with Cody. And now that he has been absolutely obliterated by Brock Lesnar, maybe that's going to be a sideboard storyline until possibly SummerSlam or Money in the Bank. We're going to find out. But Cody Rhodes holds at 3. Coming in at number 2, the Bloodline. Almost 1,000 days with Roman Reigns as champion. You got the Usos, and you got the Enforcer, Solo Sikoa, and you got Paul Heyman, the best mic work in the business. All of them, it's a hell of a faction. The storyline is working for them. It's how long is the storyline going to work? Eventually, we're going to have to see a new chapter. But until then, this is the story of WWE in the 2020s. So if the Bloodline is number 2, then who do I have at number 1 in this week's power rankings? Well, let's face it. It's the whoever's in the gorilla chair, because they proved this entire time, WrestleMania Saturday, WrestleMania Sunday, Raw after Mania Monday, and SmackDown after Mania Friday. Who's ever in that chair is the most important person and should be number one in the power rankings. Whether you like the storylines on the weekend or whether you didn't like the final decisions on the weekend, you had a reaction. And that's one of the main goals by WWE is to get a reaction out of you, positive or negative. Monday night, how furious were you? How disappointed were you? How let down were you? Well, I can only read the rumor mills as well as you can, but of who was in the chair on Monday night. Fast forward to Friday, who was not in the chair, who was not even in the building, and yet the opposite person was running the show on Friday night SmackDown. And what a difference makes. You have your roots, you have your ooze. Either way, you have a major reaction, and they've proven that is the most important position in WWE is whoever sits in that seat. So right now, Mr. McMahon and Triple H, in my opinion, are number one in my power rankings. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Comment below. I'm sure I'm going to get a reaction out of Tantor. I'm sure I'm going to get a reaction out of Byron. I'm sure Luke's friends are going to tell him to stop putting him through the tables and ladders and chairs. Oh my. But regardless, I'm sure I'm going to get a reaction out of them. So that's all for now. So leave your comments below, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.